here we go. We're good.
Yeah, here we go. Thank you for joining us here on a late night. But we got some action here. Top 8 going down. Street Fighter Alpha 2. What up, Road Warriors? One and only Team Chris.
That's right. This is your final retro tournament for today. I'm here with Team Chris, and we're ready for the top 8 for Street Fighter Alpha 2. And hope you guys are excited. We're going to get right into it. I think they're doing a little bit of a button test right now. They're going to finish up and get ready, Hokuto. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready to go.
Yeah, we're going to kick things off with a rematch of last year's Grand Finals. That is Hokuto versus Sketch. Hokuto gaining the upper hand with the 3-0 victory. No reset getting done. He had to get home in a responsible hour there.
I completely forgot about that. I'm glad you remembered.
Yeah.
We do have the banners on top showing that Hokuto was the champion of last year, and Sketch coming in second place. And you can see that he is ranked #1 in the history of Texas Showdown. So we pulled this data from like the past 7-ish years, and we do a point system, a yellow point system. Hokuto apparently has the highest ranking Alpha 2 right now. The Sketch is #4, and they've only played against each other once so far, and Hokuto's won the last one, as you said.
Well, he brings the heat from across the board. I mean, we've seen him do fantastic work in Super Turbo, as will be appearing tomorrow in that top 8. We know he's had some legendary matchups against Yido 2K going down there, but Alpha 2 is his bread and butter. He's also nice at Street Fighter 6 with Manon.
Oh, yeah.
But tried and true with that Sakura from Mexico, we know that caused a lot of salt across Fightcade and beyond in the fighting collections we got going on there. Sketch, well-decorated player as well. We just saw him do some work over at VSAB, and he just takes that B&B combo.
Yes, ambiguous cross-up is Sakura's bread and butter in this game. Yeah, just like that. It's very hard to block, and Hokuto likes the, the cheap stuff. Because his basic characters are left and right. That's why he's a claw player, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it all checks out. And also, Hokuto, fun fact about his claw, was the only one that he sent Mao to losers at Combo Breaker a few years ago in ST. Sketch here, very solid, Charlie. I say that because he's ended the 2 top 8 runs I've had in Alpha 2. I've been defeated at his hands both times. Good awareness there. Countering that.
Solid Charlie Nash. Oh no, can you block this?
Yeah, he's in there now.
Oh, he did block it, but they got hit by the low. And that might do it, yep. Game 1 goes to Hokuto. I think you want to tech roll at some point, just so it forces Hokuto to have to do something different.
Yeah, just any way you can get a little bit of separation from Sakura then and then take over the neutral. And that's where Sketch really thrives with his high defensive play of his use of Charlie Nash here. But we're going to keep it tried and true in the Sakura stage here. Going to throw it down. Winners, semis. First to 2 all the way around until we get to winners, losers, and grand finals. Yatu Sabas. Oh, what a hit there with that stand piercer to that top.
He's going to get dizzied again. Oh, no. And Optin saved the meter, blocks the overhead. There's pressure in the corner. It's very scary. Yeah, it looks like he made the right choice. But activates now. No activates coming from Sketch.
Yeah, we can't turn the corner on a custom combo in Alpha 2, but using that fireball with the range to get himself a match point situation. There's a nice little sway we like going on there. One of my favorite victory posts of the game.
Yeah, starts with the Sonic Super, but it doesn't connect. You built meter very quickly in this game.
Oh, good alpha counter there.
And guess what? Gets the ambiguous crosser, but was able to jump out. Oh, walk up activate? I like that.
Yeah, and if you're not blocking low at the moment of that activation, we call that the VIA-CC.
Oh, just tech rolls immediately and throws.
Finally blocks that sequence there, but that pressure from Hokuto just keeps piling on. Gets the Tatsu. It's hurricane season vodka.
You can walk up activate, so can I.
Indeed.
Right back at you.
Indeed, let's see. It all kicks off with that bread and butter there. And even though Sketch was able to block a few times, that low pressure, once she's toe tapping with them Chuck Taylors, you know it's going to be a problem, and this time it crosses up.
He'll drop down the loser. It just felt like it was on the
Yeah, just with the alpha counter, she gets the party started with 1 alpha counter. Makes her so strong in this game.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep her off you, and just Crisp with those flanks getting it. Without further ado, we are going into the next match here. The other side of the winner's bracket here, we've got Mountain Dew Fierce Kiwi flavor here, and then going up against, from Japan, the legend boss, the EVO 2023 Alpha 2 champion. Had that amazing set with John Choi.
I forgot about that. They actually have no rankings. The thing is with these ranking numbers, though, is that I made the rules so that you have to be at least at 2 Texas Showdowns for it to correlate, to get the data to have some information. So if you just showed up to 1, it's not going to show up. But again, it's a little finicky with the data. Sometimes it doesn't match the player names correctly if you've been changing your names. So it might not be completely accurate. But
well, Boss is definitely going to bring you some outliers into that sample we got going on here.
Yep.
He's brought his Akuma out here, and last time I saw him, he was playing on the floor with John Troy. Ken versus Akuma, bracket reset was an amazing battle.
That's right.
Be sure to tune into that. So Mountain Dew here, going to be bringing out his flavor with the unique Sagat play. Loving Sagat there with that deep multi-hitting 7-hit Tiger uppercut.
yeah, he has a very strong Scott aptitude. Especially, you got to watch out for the anti-air activates. It does a jab into the custom combos.
And there we go. There he is. Tiger needs his own Tiger genocide.
So watch out. Boss does have a lot of meter, and Akuma melts your life away. Oh no, that did not combo.
I had to cross it up and do it there. Now you got to respect what the other player has on the other side there when you're neutral jumping their fireballs.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just trying to just buy myself just a little room to work with here.
And he gets the activate.
That side
look
switch.
at that damage.
Yeah, the Hurricane hitting up the other coast.
Gone. Oh,
good response against the Tiger knee there. That ain't plus on block. Gets that link off that low forward. You cannot air guard that one.
Right back at you. Almost a perfect round by Boss.
Instead, he gets the cheese there. As we're even 1 round to pop here.
Oh, activation air. I don't know about that. That might have been an accident.
Yeah, that meter's going to be gone there. But Boss spends it there just to get a little bit of chip damage.
Some chip. Oh, nice jump from Mountain Dew.
Yeah, very calculated movement there. Low Tiger shots just to keep him moving back.
Boss trying to kill some. Oh, what's his throws? The throws are kind of funky in this game. It's more like Street Fighter 2 versus Alpha 3, which is they start to change up how the throws work. Oh, there it is. The anti-air jab into Tiger uppercut.
Gets that side switch. He's going to lasso him down. Close the distance with the Tiger knee. Not working with any meter there. But Boss doesn't really have enough to go the distance with the custom combo. Now he's on level 2 there.
He has enough. He can kill.
Yeah,
Mountain Dew has to be very careful.
Swallows the alpha counter there. Dumps the radar. What a response with the jump. Mountain Dew with the read. Intelligent play there. Yeah, pair of jump ins, as you mentioned, Vodka. Gets the job done in order to get that first round from Boss there in this first 2 set.
Mountain Dew's feeling pretty good about that. Getting the first game's key.
Boss is making sure to pick the stage there. You see, when you see characters highlighted, Ryu, Adon, Dictator, or Nash, and I may be missing 1 or 2 there, but that's usually indicative of change of level. But it doesn't seem like it worked. Doesn't seem like he held down the start button long enough here.
Yeah, he doesn't really know. I don't really know how to pick levels either. We told him to hold start. In fact, before this, he asked us how to do it.
Oh, I hold start, I count to 5. Oh man, look at those rolls, the way it's switching sides.
Yes, the roll pressure from Akuma is very high.
You wouldn't expect no less from the CVS2 GOAT. Yeah. Boss here means business there, getting that lasso icon. Big scoop energy there. Air taunts to close the distance. Mountain Dew pushing him back with those low Tiger shots.
A nice blocks on activates. And now Boss almost has a full 3 bars of meter. It's going to be very dangerous.
Air fireball with the trade there, but giving Akuma's glass cannon status there, that seems to favor Mountain Dew there.
Throws him and landing. Activate? No, a little late on the punish.
Yeah, lands with that sweep there, but it's level 3. That's all you get out of it.
Now the air activate.
Empty activation with the jump. Boss counters back with a good link.
Oh, ambiguous on the same side.
Oh man, I didn't even see that roll coming. Yeah. Got me seeing stars up in there, and Boss with the equalizer. Sure, you can confirm we at 1-1 now. Man, what a way to kick this off. We've got 2 grand finals qualities matchups that we got here to round out the winner's bracket here. As you know, Hokuto, with his decisive play with Sakura, is waiting in the winner's final here, the first of 3 set that's going to happen there. Highlighting Ryu again. I don't know if he held it long enough to get that level selected. No. But Skills Level rocks.
I think you have to be the second player to select, right? I think that matters too, right?
It might. I mean, I had no issues doing it on, was I P1? I think I selected the level from P1 in one of my earlier matches.
Who selects second? Not like what player you are, but who selects second, I think this picks. Okay, nice blocks because he didn't want to get activated on him in case he was late.
Yeah, Mountain Dew's got some great buttons there. Oh, the air-to-air.
Oh, that was what a
yes.
conversion.
Yes, the Tiger Knee goes the distance. Oh, man, they're stretching out
Sweet
his
chin music.
meniscus. That's why we don't skip leg day, Vodka. Fierces to the face. Good blocks by Mountain Dew, maintaining that life lead. Blocking all 3 hits of the Tatsu.
Mountain Dew's still stuck in the corner, slowly pushing himself up.
Wow, threads a needle with that Tiger Knee over the fireball.
Sweet.
Oh, there we go.
That was a missed activate for sure. You saw the jab come out. Boss wanted to activate. That's why I just smashed all the buttons.
And you see Mountain Dew gets himself the win icon of cute little kitten there. That's how he earns his stripes, my boy Tony would say. Ooh. Now pressing on with those anti-airs in case of a dive kick coming. You see Boss could be a little deceptive with that.
Air fireball trades.
That trade does not spell good news for the Demon either, Vodka.
Again,
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Oh, caught him in the air to the fireball, but wasn't able to convert too much off of it. Sweet.
That's one thing I got to give Mountain Dew a lot of credit for, is he's really had good placement around the air fireball and awareness to be able to literally beat a Kuma to the punch. But little juggle there from Boss.
Boss
Yeah.
opting to save all his meter.
Man, that short roll with those low shorts
Overhead.
there. Give me that overhead. We're going to a final round.
Yep. But Boss saved all his meter, you see that. All he needs is to land one activate, and you're down 90% of your health.
Yeah, if he does
One
not watch his
activate
step.
Mountain Dew, 50% gone.
And the flash, that's the way custom combos work in Alpha 2. Hit him very deep with that, but Boss had good success keeping Mountain Dew in the corner there, but he's got to watch out for those normals. Oh, he trapped him.
No, did not convert to the rest of it.
Yeah, it seems he got a little predictable going around the fireballs now, and Boss is able to add that extra dimension to the meta.
Oh, he's busy.
Is he going to go the distance?
Uppercut.
the activation!
No. What a
but,
read from Boss. He's feeling himself. He did not have enough vulnerability because he saw Mountain Dew only had 1 bar.
Activation denied. Let's take a look at this from the beginning here. Mountain Dew got off to a good start, but Boss just having the sauce there. And when you've got that half circle back fireball in the business, it's just continued 4th degree burns you put on the scar.
Yeah, Kuma has a lot of overlapping inputs, so doing his customs optimally is actually really hard. You might get rolls by accident when you want the shots to meet your fireballs.
And Mountain Dew just, I mean, one of the things that kept him in this fight the whole way was some really good jump-ins, but just awareness around those fireballs. Now, Boss fighting back here, and look at the way he just gets his
Mix-ups,
roll
left right
off.
mix-ups, yeah, and he was catching Mountain Dew's rolls too, because he was tech rolling, and then Boss was just option selecting it, so that he was punishing him for doing it.
Yeah, just being able to stay in his face and close the distance there was fantastic. So, pushed us all the way into the final fight here. And then what I liked is how Boss was adapting because he knew how Mountain Dew was going to respond to the fireballs, which added that predictability. But Mountain Dew was able to cash out with some custom combos and gave himself some early life leads in the blink of an eye with moves that shaped away Boss's HP.
Yeah, misactivate right there cost them that round.
We love to see it. Went to a decisive final round here. Boss having to win 2 in a row to close it out. And here it is with that corner pressure.
Yeah.
Brings it back to the dance.
And with the dizzy right here.
Oh, that chop. Just absolute guillotine. You
That
want
was
to...
pretty clutch. He needed that round.
You thought you could deal with my air fireballs, but I got just a little extra in the demon tank there. And you see that tiger uppercut that got baited, stopping short.
Yeah.
And then you thought with that activation.
I show you.
Yeah, I'm sure you connects with it. All right, let's move on down to the lower bracket here we got going on. I don't think this is JWin versus Turtle Power. This is
Turtle Power, I was told, he has DQ'd himself. He cannot come. I think he's finishing something else. So he will relinquish his round.
Ah, well, shout outs to JWin
So
there.
JWin gets a free one.
Advancing further, I think I think this is where he placed last year. Yeah, tying for 5th.
Okay.
Now here we got SpryteMix. We haven't seen him in a while. This guy was very active during COVID at bringing Alpha 2 into more popularity in the online scene we got going on there.
That's right.
I've recognized before. 3 years ago, he won Super Turbo in Texas Showdown Super Turbo. I know he used Sagat earlier in this game, but here he is using Chun-Li in Alpha 2.
I do believe Chun is his main in this game.
Yeah.
So
with Super Turbo, he won it with Sagat.
Yeah,
I've heard.
he uses those guys in Super Turbo. So yeah, he was a huge proponent for Alpha 2, and always trying to get people to play in the game. And here he is, top 8.
There is a pair of alpha counters there. Pushes back Cmutt. And yeah, knowing Chun-Li's situational yet productive anti-airs, that crouching fierce. loving the way the back fierce works in this game. I mean, of
Nice
course,
blocks on that alpha counter.
yeah, nothing even close to what it was in third strike, but you see SpryteMix throwing it out there.
Nice
And just
anti-air.
continuing to get movement there. Then we've seen that anti-air successfully with that crouching roundhouse about twice.
Yeah, especially when they don't have meter, you don't have to fear of air activating. So the thing about this match is that Chun is actually pretty hard for Sakura to truss up. So she doesn't get that free mix-up you saw earlier with Hokuto going over and over again, doing the ambiguous crossups.
Yeah, and that just makes way for more neutral there. And then those strings there with that crouching forward into that fireball.
Oh,
Oh
that's
no,
not
yeah,
from the
Cmutt not
combo.
able to come with it.
Yeah, see, it's very hard for Sakura to toss Chun-Li up. So she does get out of that, so the matchup's a little better.
I think also it helps that Chun-Li is like just so difficult to anti-air in this game, the way she can vary her approach.
Yeah.
Oh, that alpha counter goes over the radar, but SpryteMix still gonna get himself a toss there.
Okay, game one goes to SpryteMix.
Did a great job of like gradually chipping away the health in that round.
I like how SpryteMix is using a lot of those alpha counters there, just holding down the neutral, really where it plays to an advantage there. Cmutt has to capitalize on some opportunities to say it's more uphill, given that the Okazeme varies now in there. But as long as SpryteMix has those pokes, he's very comfortable in the neutral there.
Yeah, Chun has very good buttons in the neutral, and she's very fast. But she walks so quickly.
And that overhead is just disgusting. I mean,
It's a weird move.
Yeah. But you could throw it out in some strings and custom combos, and it really causes a problem. The invincibility, the way it works, is so jank.
Right, right. Like, it doesn't look like how you need to hit it, and it goes through a lot of things. But the air activate doesn't get anything. Now SpryteMix has full meter.
Yeah, good air throw there.
Chun-Li also has a very good anti-air custom combo, so you have to watch out for it. A nice blocks on overhead with the alpha counter. Oh no, does not convert combo, but no, it doesn't get punished for it.
Yeah, the second drop Showoken there. He's not coming across for Cmutt, but this
no,
one does.
He got the cross up, but wasn't able to convert.
Yeah, the Showoken just seems to be working against him like a double-edged sword.
So
Turning opportunity into reversing the sword there.
Yeah, so you got to practice your combos, make sure you don't drop it.
And the top 8 is as unforgiving as it gets. SpryteMix with good awareness of those block strings, the lengths of it. See, Cmutt wants to approach forward with that low short, but that's where he's able to sneak in that really swift low medium kick.
Yeah.
Cmutt off to a good start here, using those pokes and carrying into the corner there, but
Anti-jump blow does not work out.
yeah, no reward off
Nice
those
no
buttons
tech.
here.
Much better route to Cmutt. Oh no, it gets activator on.
Oh, that's a problem. Oh, not enough juice
Still
in the
alive,
tank
yeah,
there.
still
But it
alive.
closes the distance on that life lead there. Puts Sprite in a much better position.
Oh, no,
The driver's seat gets the
throw.
throw and the toss. SpryteMix takes it, advancing further, closing that out on Cmutt. Great to see SpryteMix in his return effort here. Let's
Sweet
break down
baby
tail
girl.
tape.
Shout out to owner guy.
Yeah, we saw that custom combo was brilliant. Now Sprite was able to get everything out to close the distance there on the HP. Got to say, this first run through of this bracket, it is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. And it's about to get even more unpeeled as you see us go down there. Happy to be here with you, Vodka, as we just went
Eat
through
your
that first
bananas,
round.
kids. It's chock full of potassium.
That's right, you got to keep that energy out there.
Yep.
So we're going
This
to
late
move
at
on
night,
further.
yep. So who do we got coming up next? Oh, we got winners finals.
This is going to be interesting. You've got one of the best ST players in North America, as well as pretty much a highly recognized, I mean, just universally feared Sakura coming in here against the legend, the GOAT, Boss on his North American tour here. But see, I love credit to your point system, Vodka, here, because it answers the question, who'd you beat though? You had the weight on the people who you defeat here. Hokuto would love nothing more than to have the blood on his hands of the legendary Boss and his Akuma doing work.
Nice DP. Gets the air tier. Alpha counters. Again, even Akuma's susceptible to that. Alpha counters to get out.
Yeah, into the crowd there. And we've seen a few times Hokuto getting a
Nice
lot of
DP.
mileage. And great confirms off that close game Fierce.
Oh, what?
At this time, double show
Super.
Hoken City. Oh,
Gets
the
out.
activation got to move in the wrong distance.
But he gets out of them. Oh no.
It was a glorified teleport, basically.
Yeah. Spends the meter to teleport away. Oh, no.
Hokuto's round start Shohoken there. Boss is
Yeah.
going to make sure you're going to pay for that one. Boss with some brilliant placement of those air fireballs there, giving himself some of the advantage to work with.
Good blocks, does not convert into the combo. That's going to cost him. Oh no, misses the air fireball. Yes, gets out with the toss of the trade. So that also works in Alpha 3.
The way as both of these characters are considered the top tiers of Alpha 3. Does Hokuto go the distance? Not enough juice. Did not get enough hits there off the custom combo there. Boss in the corner with only a pixel. Going to take that air fireball. Hits one below the belt. Give that man the cheese.
Well, that's crazy. I thought Boss was done for it when Hokuto activated. He did not get enough conversion off of that custom.
Yeah, he really was able to only hit 3 normals in there and just not go the distance here. But here he goes with that Nick Bockwinkel, the main event sleeper here.
Hit for Dizzy. Nice block.
And he can get close to a stun there. Got himself a good poke there. The Chucks are in there. Oh, got 2 hits off it.
Nice blocks again on the overhead.
Boss is going to have to work on some magic here. Needs to find that opening to get it. Tries to roll through. Hokuto like, nah, he ain't going to shelter in place on that one. He's going to evacuate that mix-up right on that life lead and hold it down for the 1-0.
Hokuto takes game 1.
Yeah, game 1 of the first to 3 set we got going on here in Alpha 2. Ya tu sabes, as they say beneath the border there. Hokuto, you know, I just noticed that he's wearing Mexico colors with that fit there.
That's true. You have to cut flaggers up there.
I gotta ask if that's intentional.
Oh, nice check on the roll.
Yeah, really nice.
That's why it's dangerous
an
to
extra
roll.
7 hits there. Put Boss in the corner there.
Oh,
baby! Man, a big charge, big fireball. Sakura trying to say, I'm the big girl now with that. Perfect! I love the way the Alpha 2 announcer says it. It's the best way. If I could, I would have the Alpha 2 announcer like be the official at my wedding.
It's not converting on combo.
And a relationships. But got him dizzy there.
Dizzy. Oh, no.
Big jump in energy in those fierces.
Empty jump throw. And one more mix up could be it.
And you can just see the facial expressions on Boss's face every time he gets hit with that sleeper. It's very telling.
No, again, she gets a free mix up. Oh no, and he can now work that fireball. Hokuto takes it 2-0 over Boss. But this is the best of 3 though.
Yeah, best of 3. We've seen Boss pull himself out of these situations before. He is damn well good enough. I had the pleasure over at CEO of watching an incredible set that he had with Big 5. It was one of those sets where I felt I was not at the caliber to properly commentate, and I just did my best.
Yep.
But shout outs to Tony over back and forth. That was an incredible set they had in the Alpha 3
definitely
final.
a lot of stuff going on. Oh, so hard to punish the Tatsu with his recoveries very quick.
Yeah, Boss off to a good start there. Get a lot of confidence there, fireballs,
but
but
the blender.
Yeah, just as I said that.
Oh no, he's gonna get dizzied again if he gets hit. Activates to get out. Okay.
Another glorified teleport. And let's see that gets that jump in there with full meter in tow.
Wakes up Tatsu. Went for a throw, but nobody home.
Yeah, he's gonna take that trade.
He's to level 1.
Moves himself over to match point. One thing I really like here, Vodka, is I love the way that Hokuto is just like respecting Boss's options and gimmicks on Wake Up, and especially with that roll. He's just not allowing that matchup to occur, and you can just see it continue to create more frustration.
Right. Hokuto's trying to play his game versus Boss's game. Yeah. Oh, gets him with the vice AC.
Watch your step, Boss. Hokuto decisive with the 3-0. That Mexican Sakura doing work here in rare fashion here. You're dealing with the best of the best. Hokuto holding it down, showing why he's one of the strongest in Texas Showdown.
That was winners finals, yeah.
An incredible, decisive. You know, he won winners final also last year in 3-0 fashion.
Yeah, he was very strong last year. Oh, that sweep. I'm not sure what that was intended. He might have wanted to activate. Maybe he got that.
And, you know, it's just the player expressions were so telling, too. I mean, you can just see how calm, cool, collected Hokuto is in that pocket there. It's just like he's just got another night on Fightcade with some cervezas on tap.
I mean, Sakura, this character, she's very cheap. But I like those level 1 supers that are his to get through the fireballs.
Yeah, it's a fantastic
If
trade.
it was blocked, she would still be safe. And it's a good call, put on the pressure.
It was. To see that activation and to see that there was no way to block it from beneath going on and taking it's just fantastic work, Vodka. So here we're going to see JWin for the first time today. Now, normally, I know he, on paper, it's Sakura and Ken he works around with, but today in this tournament, he's actually been able to get a lot of mileage with Saddam. Like, he's picking Saddam. I'm going to knowledge check you. There ain't a Saddam thing you can do about it.
I didn't realize he was using Saddam.
Yeah, he was using Saddam throughout this tournament here to make it further. Now, he's got his hands full with Sketch. Sketch with Charlie.
We saw the stats, though. Last 2 times they fought, Sketch has won.
Yes. Yes, and especially last year, they did play twice. Sketch winning 2-1. And yeah, they just played once in last year's company.
Yeah, but like they played in the other ones too. Yeah, last year they also played. Yeah.
So let's see this out of the box thinking. You know, the only Saddam I really knew of prior to this is Javi Saddam.
Well, I know this character more from Alpha 3 than the Alpha 2 series.
I know him more from Final Fight.
Oh, that's true. But I think JWin tends to lean towards characters with Rekkas. He plays Fei Long, also plays Karen in Alpha 3. Oh, catches him with his button. Yes,
stopping out that activation there. Oh, and then using that unique roll where he just crawls on those sides.
No,
but watch his step, says Sketch.
Yeah.
Sketch goes low there, gonna burn the meter and get himself a dog tag. Whose dog tag does he have? Because usually it's a guy who has his dog tag.
I guess he has his own.
There's just
Bison took it from him.
It's like Shenmue. It's a cycle of vengeance.
Yeah, Saddam isn't exactly the strongest character in this game. He has some stuff, but I think he suffers against some of the better.
Yeah, and that activation against the slide on the punish, you're going to get...
Yeah, great punish, nice punish.
Triple flash kick happening there, and he's been going to town with the boom, but there's that... I love that air back right there. You know, in Alpha 3, that move is so jank. Like, especially if people don't snap back in the air, they can repeatedly...
you can get another one.
Yeah. It's a nice trip to the chiropractor there. And let's see if JWin is going to take that spinal realignment into consideration, Vodka. He's highlighting Ryu, but that's...
with the Saddam.
There was a highlight of Ryu,
but he didn't get the stage. His stage switch is not working. A nice slide under the boom.
Yeah, those booms have done a very good job at stopping some of his lunge forwards there. So far, JWin has been getting caught with about 5 of those. And good alpha counter, pushing back.
Oh, he was in the air to knock you out.
Yeah, I thought he could get that Ultimate Dragon power bomb going on there. He's fishing for it though. You don't want Stomp to start getting all a little grabby with you. Then that Okazeme, and I got a taste of his not unblockable, but hard to blockable, I guess we call it.
Yeah.
I got a bit of a taste of that today.
Overhead does not work out.
Yeah, no anti-air either from Sketch, but Sketch still holding his ground. Saddam here is struggling against the boom there. Caught him with a side, and you thought you could roll up on this.
About the cross-up now.
Fantastic conversions. Great work there by Sketch.
Solid play from Sketch, though.
Yeah, he's going to get Sketch on match point here, Vodka. Let's see what's going to happen. He backs him up.
Yeah, the thing with Charlie Nash in this game is that his flash kicks actually work very well. It's a light flash kick. This is much better in this game than Alpha 3. Oh, nice blocking overhead.
And to see that, you can just get away with the flash kick.
No, gets nothing in the air activate.
Yeah, both custom combos coming up short as both players hold down their bootstraps and really just cinch in, sheltering in place, blocking.
Off counter just block. I can really see JWin's style from the characters. Because I see hints on this Karen play for Alpha 3 in this Showdown in Alpha 2. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I like how he's added it to its bag, coming back from a 5th place finish here, 4th place finish here, rather.
He got caught pressing buttons and the activate. Yeah.
Sketch doing work.
Well played.
Sketch here trying to solidify his place, inching towards into the top 3 potentially. You see, this is just fantastic. And then getting that empty jump, going low in there, and just getting the damage. I mean, Vodka, I really feel like he really denied JWin from getting a lot of his mix-up in play and everything. This whole neutral was just, as we like to say back in the day, a one-player game.
Yeah. It's like you have to find a way around Nash. Make sure you have to know when he doesn't have charge. Like when he wants to throw the boom versus when he's gonna sit there.
Yeah.
Then you can be able to jump in on him.
You hear that, kids? That is a veteran advice there from Vodka Glowalski.
Yeah, I guess you have to know, being a grappler, you have to deal with this all the time.
You got to read when they're telegraphing the charge.
Yeah.
When you know that they're holding back, they're not mixing up any other options. You can see where the players, because charge characters have a lot of times when you're developing a charge character or you're like mid with one, you tend to fall into a tunnel vision a lot with that, and that really can be telling, especially when a veteran player can find those openings. So those are some of the things when you ask yourself, how come these people are so much better at jumping in than I am?
Right.
And we saw, like, for instance, a Mountain Dew, who we're about to see now, had some fantastic jump-ins despite the losing effort against Boss.
Yeah,
he was really able to capitalize on some openings.
Yes. And SpryteMix, you saw the stats earlier. He number 5th ranked overall in the Texas Showdown over there. They have not fought yet in any tournaments, or at least maybe only no more than 2 at least.
That probably goes back to the days of the Code Red flavor, I would say. Just going by the Dew lore here. So Mountain Dew going with the Pine can, as I like to call it.
Nice anti-air with the Stand Fierce.
And we got the 1% Capcom party.
Dizzy already. Don't get much off of it.
Wow, the range on that alpha counter.
So you know who's the king of alpha counters? Ken.
Yeah. Ken's fantastic with him here.
combo.
Loving that roll to activation. We've
does
seen
not
it
catch
before.
him.
That was something
That
was something I was seeing John Choi catch a lot of people with that at EVO 2023. It was fantastic.
John
to
Troy
watch.
uses the alpha counter very effectively.
Activation for full screen, just gonna fill it up with the Hokuto party.
Good call from SpryteMix's side.
You know, that was in the beta of Street Fighter V. Oh, not in the beta, but in the original design, Chun-Li had a V-trigger where she filled it up with Hokutos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like, they took that away quick. Wow, where did that fireball come from, by the way? I think Captain Commando in the crowd just threw his flame in there, you know?
See, I got blocked that. Oh, caught him standing.
Yeah, a good block
Overhead,
on that
nice.
overhead there.
Let's jump away.
The air-to-air, love that neutral jump kick. You don't see that kick too often. Chun-Li has it in her arsenal.
Good
Was it
on Mountain Dew for not pressing. Baiting the air activate. Air toss to
the composure here by Mountain Dew is just fantastic. Oh, what a connection there with that back medium kick. Just one of those commands going in there. Yeah, Hurricane season flies over the radar.
Oh, what a jump in. One too many fireballs. No fireballs, please.
This is one of the games where Chun-Li's fireball is considerably better.
Yeah, it goes
against
full
the
screen.
test. Yeah, that's rare. And it's got good speed. I mean, I know a lot of people will downplay it because of the half circle motion you got to put in there, but compared to some of her other games, like, it really performs very well.
Yeah. Number one, she doesn't need charge.
Yes, that too. That goes without saying. Goes the distance there. But still, despite Sprite holding it down on the right side of the Alien vs. Predator girl there, Mountain Dew is still holding on to a fantastic life lead. And he almost had that.
Not enough involved. Oh,
Yeah,
it's anti-air. Oh, nice
Not enough,
takeaway.
but still famming the flames and got enough on that max extension of the low forward to link in that sweep.
Yeah, looking very good for Mountain Dew right now. Oh, jump medium kick takes it.
I gotta say, so far in this tournament, I've been most impressed with Mountain Dew's jumpings. He's really doing the do
Yeah,
with
he's
it.
snipping out those fireballs and those timings.
Yeah, because it's not just that he's guessing correctly or placing it; like he's doing it with purpose.
Yeah.
He gets that opening, and then he's able to go in with it and really equalize.
Oh no! Was not able to punch the Tenshoken.
Yeah, the Tencho gets sent back. Good alpha counter by SpryteMix. And again, just look at the way this. Oh, now SpryteMix
That was
has himself a life lead for the first time.
Oh, does not get the DP.
Good walk under the Hurricane there, and then gets a fistful of that standing fierce.
Alpha counters.
And that's what he's been using his meter on so far. We've seen in this tournament.
Yeah, a lot
in this
more
top
alpha
8.
counters. Yeah.
That's exactly it.
I mean, because Chun-Li's pokes are outright menacing. She can definitely buy herself some space, but she can stay oppressive with that fireball.
Again, one more alpha counter though is working out. It takes a round.
Indeed, and then the time
Nice
tested
anti-air, yeah.
Classic sweep anti-air from Chun-Li.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to coming back.
Whipping that back fierce, which is a back medium punch in this game.
Yeah.
Top eights are going to be great.
Building some meter.
So it's not a this is the first game I think where it's not a proximity normal. It's actually just its own.
Manual.
Yeah.
Oh no, the alpha counter which.
And that tension makes him pay. Gets that meaty low forward.
Oh, what a conversion off the air. Nice
Yeah.
takeaway.
Very nice air to air. And then the way he's fitting in that crouching roundhouse after that low forward is just gorgeous. And no, the time shows.
Come on, sweet baby girl.
Man, look at the whip on those fireballs there. Reminds me of Rose's in Street Fighter 4. It could just be deceptive, but man, when that fireball just disappears on Ken's stage, that's crazy tech. If it's tech and glitch, I don't know.
Empty jump throw. Wow.
But Sprite buys himself some of that distance there and lassos his way for the equalizer, 1-1.
Yeah.
Is that like a parry?
So, yeah, Mountain Dew was not able to DP at that time.
So if you have a bar, you do like
Oh, your thing is not.
back to down, and then you
Hold on.
punch or kick. It uses some of your bar, but it pushes.
I'm just going to look at an audio thing right now.
It actually does a little damage. You can kill on it too. Yeah. It has its own special little.
Can you hear anything?
Yes,
All right.
much better, much better. Thank you, bud. Appreciate that. So here we are in the final fight, one apiece here. This is one of two of the last versus twos we have. It's SpryteMix continuously using that alpha counter to buy himself the distance out of the corner here. But Mountain Dew to work with, he's got 2 bars of his own.
Yeah, when you got that jump in, I would have liked to see like a crouch medium kick into super, like in Repo or something. Like there. You could have taken the round right there. Whoa.
And that stomp. I mean, the hitbox on that stomp in Alpha 2 is just like, I'd rather have that than a dive kick in most Street Fighter games. Alpha counter here doesn't. Oh, does it? Yes, with the 10
He still
shows.
had meter. I thought he wasted meter on alpha counter again.
No, still had just enough to the tank to get himself into the dance there. Whips on that alpha counter. And the big fierce done takes it.
Wow.
We got Majin, Big Dave, and Sketch going off in the crowd here.
Oh, the roll does not work out against Rome.
Ooh.
Nice combo.
Yeah, catches him with the Tatsu. Goes
Alpha
low.
counter again.
Pursues the stop there, but able to land safely.
Yeah. The head stomp actually, at least in ST, is she like lands instantly.
Yeah.
I have similar properties in this game. Oh, alpha counters again.
Again, yeah, successfully being able to get that kick. He's actually the one that taught me with alpha counters. You can option select medium punch, medium kick with that motion, with the reverse fireball motion.
Oh, interesting.
I learned that exactly from SpryteMix during COVID.
Right, the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah, that crouch fierce gets a trade there. Alpha counter to send him back, using it as an anti-air, quite effective.
yeah.
SpryteMix's fireball game, it is nice here. Gets the roll, but what a response! SpryteMix getting out of dodge with that down forward roundhouse here.
Yeah, medium kick, nice anti-air.
Yeah, we've seen Mountain Dew use it prior. 15 seconds to go. They can't keep throwing fireballs forever.
Just building meter.
That activation. Not enough.
Wake up, sweep! This guy's a madman. Why would you do that?
In the face of a custom combo. My man, they're showing no fear. Almost got that connection with that activation there, but SpryteMix just got himself a little bit of an inch to get out of dodge. We're in the final round here. Incredible effort here from SpryteMix to just keep fighting back with his fireball pressure.
Makes it whiff the air Tatsu. Alpha counter, get in the corner. Oh no,
Whip DP, SpryteMix makes him pay with that fireball link.
again, these jump ins are working out for Mountain Dew. Alpha counters makes again. He's got to watch out. Mountain Dew will activate one of these times. It's going to hurt.
SpryteMix gets himself a life lead here, but it's hurricane season. Goes low twice, no finish, but gets 2 mediums in a roll. And there's the dome. There's the roll.
Oh, Mountain Dew's pressured. Clutches it out from the clutches of the feet. He almost lost it there.
Man, I mean, I thought he really blew it when he just looked like it was spaghetti there. Let's go through the tail tape, because for a first of 2, this really was action-packed there.
Yeah,
that was
crazy.
fantastic punish against that overhead there.
Great takeaway.
And then holding down the life lead there, that's what really got Mountain Dew, got himself an early lead there. Just being able to sit on it and get those exchanges in there. And I love that corner pressure, how he's able to get that low forward, that low roundhouse kick to really give him the business. It was all Mountain Dew in that first fight.
full from that range of jump medium kick is he actually beat out her standing hard punch, and that's he was able to convert a lot of the jump ins that way.
Yeah, but yes, and down 1-0 here, Sprite was able to respond, got himself some really on-point anti-airs. The fireball pressure was really just unrelenting, able to hold down. Gets a lot of mileage after hitting that 10 show.
That was a crazy conversion with the air jab into.
It's like we saw some critical drops, Vodka, and then we saw them making up for it.
Oh, they're going right into it, actually. Sketch versus.
Yeah, with some execution in the pinch. But let's get to it here. This is the final first of two set we got going on here, loser semis. It's Mountain Dew back in the dance here. He's taking no breaks.
Yeah, nice blocks by Sketch. Not falling for that accident. It was a little early on the flash grip.
He's got himself the Dark Baja Blast. He's rocking with here. Gonna go straight up against Sketch. Now, if I recall, this match happened twice last year.
Oh, goes through the fireball with the activity. That was clutch.
Yes, this is a rematch of winners semis of last year and losers final, where Sketch won both 2-0 and 2-1. And he gets himself the first match fight there.
Sketch does have Mountain Dew's number in the past, but we'll see if he turns it around this time. Alpha counter, and that hurts.
You know, looking at compared to wow, you thought you could anti-air that. The flash got flashed.
Gets the other side. Oh no! Gets the clutch using with the uppercut.
That's what I'm loving about this whole bracket so far. It's just so much execution in a pinch.
Yeah.
You know, just really tight, clutch plays. Even when something doesn't quite work out, using that unpredictability in your favor. That's why I love this game. Nice
walk-up throw. And the thing with this game is, you cannot piano your reversals. Oh, does he get away? Oh, hopscotch! What was that hopscotch? Oh, Mountain Dew.
Not gonna lie, that was impressive by Sketch there. I mean, just using that trick, like he was going Sadawichi the blind swordsman there with the plasma coming up from behind, like out of there.
That was crazy.
That was like that. He was watching his back like the Naked Gun with the chastity belt. If you know, you know. Yeah, just sometimes you miss it. Just you
gets to activate on his flash kick.
Again, the flash kick not happening, but this time Sketch was able to get two hands on the Whopper with that roll.
Oh, the throw does not come out. It's too far.
I think it was a costly whip on that standing fierce there from Mountain Dew.
Oh, backbreaker.
Realigned him with my favorite air throw in the game.
But not converting this time. Oh.
And this time Sketch loses some meter in there. This down to the wire here. Whoever can take it gets the first point. What are we going to see, Vodka?
Scott, walk-up throw again works out. DP?
Yep. Big throw, and he's going to chip it out. Chips it out. Mountain Dew here up 1-0 after only getting one fight in the no, correction here. Mountain Dew won the first one in winners semis last year, and Sketch was able to beat him back in losers final last year. That's what we saw earlier here. So
he can make it happen.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I'm liking the usage of the roll a lot more from Mountain Dew. I feel like it's significantly he's been polishing that.
Yeah, get some mix-ups. And I did talk to him earlier this weekend about possibly fighting Box. And if he wins this, he will have to go against Box.
Well, if it's a dream matchup for him, we are here for it. But that activation by Sketch.
Nice blocks on the cross-ups. Again, went for the throw, was too far away. But Mountain Dew does have a full stick of butter. Is he going to use it?
Yeah, level 3 is on deck here.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they were parsing each other there. Clipping turned off as they were punching between the walls.
Sinash's overhead is punishable on a hit. No more. Oh, no. What a jump away.
Yeah, got him with those booms. Sketch here, getting the equalizer round here. Correct.
Tighten up his game a little bit, Sketch here. I mean, you know, he's getting jumped in on too much.
Sketch is trying to come correct with his booms. He's trying to mix up the speed at which they come out here. But the way that Mountain Dew's been able to jump in on these fireballs like it's a slam dunk contest.
Yeah, he snuffed out that walk-up throw and activated in his face, and it worked out.
That's really the only time flash kicks have been working for Sketch in this match so far. Better late than never. The air guard there connects with a sweep.
Yeah, if you do it too early, you can air block this, or you can.
Another thing I like about Mountain Dew here is the equalizer.
Just like that.
But that's more credit to Sketch adapting there.
Yeah.
I like how Mountain Dew's been able to hold this position where all of Sketch's moves whiff, with the exception of that walk toward roundhouse or that back fierce. So he's like getting the, you want to hit some normals, you're going to whip unless you overextend and potentially get yourself in there. But Sketch is now using some of that walk speed to inch a little closer in there and get some of his offense, catching Mountain Dew behind his heels. Mountain Dew switching over to the Sagat here.
He was doing okay with Ken. I don't know about the switch. I feel like it's the worst matchup for Scott.
I feel that way too, especially given some of the opportunities Mountain Dew has had off that roll.
Nice jump roundhouse though, connects.
But we saw him get some great jump-ins on Voss earlier in the winner's semis there. I think that was a bit of a drop though off that jump-in.
I think Mountain Dew just feels more comfortable with this character. Though he may be on paper a weaker character than Ken. He just feels better with him.
Yeah, so far it's really
Could have activated but missed. Again, the Alpha 2 Classic where you try to activate and get a light.
Oh,
no, did not start out with the right thing.
And we see it, like the crowd sees it, when you are not in the guarding state when that activation occurs. I mean, it is just, we're coming alive here no matter how late it is.
Oh, nice call out on air activate. Oh, nice spacing. Jump light kick brings down there.
A lot of respect for each other's fireball games at the opposite that they had to counter it.
Does not work out.
Yeah, active with the low medium kick, pushes up some space there.
Breaker again.
No dash to the Yeah, just enough. I mean, so far it's been all trades from Mountain Dew. Has really dictated the offense here as he moves towards match point.
Again, with the
that was the
activate.
tail of the
Oh,
tape
did
earlier.
not get much off of it.
Yeah, those activations, getting that flash kick to miss.
Yeah, Sketch getting a lot more out of his activate.
The Sketch just, gets that custom combo to basically say, dodge this. I got to get my flash in the system, you know? I'm not just a flash in the pan. I got to make sure.
For a big character, slow character, I don't know why Sagat's roll is so freaking fast. Oh, no.
Yeah, that was the kick super there.
Accident.
Yeah, I think he was usually to go for the sonic break. It's the same motion.
A lot of drops over here. Maybe the nerves. No DPs either.
Oh, there we go. Sketch closing it out with the equalizer here. We're going to get into the final round. Credit to Sketch. Credit to Sketch really keeping it, like just keeping himself in the fight here as he brought himself to the distance here. I think he's got a lot of momentum to work with despite the slight meter disparity that's in Mountain Dew's favor.
Yeah. Almost even game here, even meter, even life. The tiger shots.
Yeah, when it gets a little
Nice
too close.
block.
Got himself to dome. But when it gets himself a little too close there, that low tiger shot really resorts as a telling poke here. Sketch holding on to a very decisive life lead despite Mountain Dew having that meter. Oh, man.
Again.
He's got to really get something out of this activation, Vodka.
Oh, that blocks overhead, but still gets hit with the low.
Two tiger knees, 3, 4, 13 hits. How you feeling unlucky?
Get off of me with the flash kick clutch.
Sonic go the distance as Sketch with the level 1 Sonic break closes it out with another set, another excellent big chapter to this rivalry here as Sketch advances further to top 3.
Yeah, he was down quite a bit, and I was getting a little worried for him, but clutched it out somehow.
It was really quite well. I mean, this game it's a tale of persistence. You're seeing players come off to some great starts here, but able to close it out and just stick around. Sketch able to stay in the dance. I still can't believe he won that. Mountain Dew got a lot of opportunities there with those missed flash kicks he was able to punish, and that activation could not have been any better for him.
Yeah. Well, he was getting good activates on the baiting out the flash kicks.
Yep.
Yeah, but it was not converting enough off of some of his customs. I think if he did that, he might have been really good.
Yeah, it did keep Sketch into the fight there. Then in the end, Sketch was really clutch with those sonic booms.
Yeah.
Especially just
Sonic Breaker. Yeah, bro. Good call on that end. Oh, trays in the air. Akuma taking.
I think for a super that's only like 2 sonic booms, it's so underrated. Like, because it has so much utility.
Yeah, because mostly it gives you space.
Yep. So here we are, losers final, first of 3 set. Boss here, both players here have lost to Hokuto.
Just wasting it. Oh, still posting overhead. Sushi music. Boss does have full meter.
Activation Central doesn't even need to get into the red Hadoukens there. Boss with a pair of Shoryukens there to set the tone for the first round.
Starts out Sonic Breaker, gives him some space.
Hokuto waits in grand
That was
finals
it. Sakura bites it.
after a decisive victory over
Throws
Boss.
the dive kick.
The painting the fence. You know, kind of thing.
We'll see how Boss adapts to this one going forward here. Holding his ground as Sketch does. Pressure with some booms and some low medium kicks.
I noticed in this game that jumping forward air fireball actually works pretty well with Kuma. It doesn't really work in Alpha 2. It goes behind them.
Oh,
The
wow.
shenanigans.
And then comes back to get the
Uppercut.
outsider.
Yeah, that was
He
crazy.
came back with a guard break
Hang in there,
out
Sketch.
the door. That was just, wow. Like my man there had Uno, and it was a reverse.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it's one of those, you know, in the Uno, the flip and reverse, the kind of the card you're getting. Which way is it going?
I can just watch this. I can just watch this Akuma roll for days. I mean, not just what side he lands on, but what side the opponent responds with is really telling.
Hop kick is on the roll. Hop kick does seem a little slower in this game than Alpha 3.
Low crush going the distance
Nice
there.
blocks by Sketch.
Yeah,
Nice
Boss.
block.
Boss is incorporating some rolls into those strings there
Yeah.
to just give himself some
nice
opportunities.
shot.
But caught him on the recovery of the fireball. Triple flash, 6 hit.
Again with the roll shenanigans. Oh, just had to read him.
Nothing you can do about that. That's
You know you have
guaranteed
to read
dragon.
when you're doing the fierce throw you can only wake up.
Yeah,
They're
all
gonna
those-
try to throw me or they're gonna try to do their reversal. I'm gonna beat it with my fierce throw.
All those active frames. It's not just chips and guac. You're pulling the chips from the guac. He teleports away.
Very smart, very smart.
Yeah, that was wise there. We saw Boss using his custom combo to escape the corner, but this time using that teleport to escape the custom combo there
Yeah.
from Sketch.
And when you know you dropped it, best to do is just to run away. Because you cannot block while you're activating.
Yep. And the Sonic break there buys himself a little bit of that time. Given Akuma's glass cannon status, if you could just get one of those Sonic booms in there, I mean, it does pay off for the meter usage.
Oh, rolls
Let's see if he can
activate.
fireball
So much
against
damage.
Throw, but gives him a pixel.
Oh, so
Revolution,
strange.
nothing. Too many active
He tried.
frames.
He tried. He only had level 1.
That was really the best he could do there.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it really was to get that motion in a pinch there. Another fighting games, it will reward that. But when you got Boss doing the business, and Boss should have won that fight with that amazing custom combo
Oh, the
where he
wave.
gets those fireballs in there.
And the
gotta
crowd
go
goes
now.
wild.
Yeah, we are here in real vampire hours here, as they like to call it.
It's actually not too bad. It's
It's
actually
good
earlier
that
than I
over
thought
my
it
neck
would
of
be.
the woods.
I was afraid it would finish maybe after midnight or
I mean, I remember the CBS 2 from 2 years ago. You guys were about like 3 in the morning. I came down from my room like, what are y'all doing?
Oh, the Sonic break works out. See if Sketcher makes any adjustments in the third game.
Yeah,
That's what I'll show you.
I love it when the second boom of that Sonic break is able to catch them off guard.
Yeah. Because you can also kind of delay it, right? Depends on
Yep.
when you press the button.
A little bit of a delay, and it just makes Charlie just that much of a stronger defensive powerhouse. Newt's jump against the fireball there. Don't want to give away a space for activation
that's
for Boss
blockable.
to play his game. Does he activate? Yes, he does. But Boss returns the favor there.
Oh, that hurts, that last. Wow.
Oh, wow! And the German suplex from Sketch gets himself the round. My man there is breathing. That shot was close
I'm
there.
not sure if he wanted that fireball. It's way too close.
I
Nice
mean,
try.
yeah, in the face of all that damage, Vontae. It's like I put my hand up on your hip when I dip, you dip, we dip.
Oh, no. Almost dizzy. Watch out for the mix-ups here. Same side.
Yeah, got him seeing stars on the Walk of Fame.
Rounds come back at you from Boss.
Boss has had those quick rounds, too.
Yeah.
Where he's able to really close the distance just like an outright buzzsaw.
And with that, look how much meter he gained just from the last round.
Seriously, don't get
Boss here teetering on a 3-0. One good round here, that level 3 in tow. And activation will take him to Hokuto to get that run back.
Not really, man. I appreciate it, but please don't break your heart.
Let's just get off me, pushes him away. I don't want you anywhere near me.
And Sketch has
Oh,
great
good block.
patience. Like, good
Boss
block
is
on the
able to block
overhead.
it, and now this may be it. Oh, drops the
Oh, no.
custom.
Yeah, the fireball does not hit there. Boss stays locked in, still got that life lead.
Just looking for the Ona guy combos.
Sends him back there. A lot of neutral
Just like
jumping
that.
between the
Boss does
two.
have enough meter for another activate, and it will kill this time.
Oh, that air fireball, good placement there. But I see your activation, but no flash kick. No flash kick. He
block.
gives Boss still around.
Yeah. Got Nice block on the crossing. Now, again, anybody's game here.
And Boss, down fireball, no chip. Able to retrieve
with
the
the dragon. The clutch dragon punch from Boss takes it.
That one moment of impatience.
Yeah.
Sketch
I
showed
think
that.
he smelled it out. He's like, he's gonna jump at me.
Yep, and Boss just stick to his guns, standing on business.
Moving to the grand finals, just like that.
Just like that. We were running this efficiently, baby. I love it. We got there. Still got some real alpha two heads.
Against the supervillain Hokuto.
Japan, Mexico Grand Finals we got going on here. Will Boss be able to get his revenge, suffering the 3-0 defeat at the Mexican colored
Champion 2025, you see right there.
Yeah, can he go 2 for 2? And what a way to earn it against the legendary Boss. You guys better consider flying John Choi in or
starting with
or
this
Nuki and Ona guy.
Yeah. What a jump in though. Just like that, Hokuto's in the corner.
Activation anti-air there.
That hurts.
So far, this is a great round from Boss.
Yeah.
Best we've seen in both sets combined.
But Sakura can just turn it around very quickly just by doing one knockdown into their blender.
That's right. Once he gets into that conversation with that Oki, could definitely happen. We saw.
Oh,
that alpha counter.
too low.
Just hits him on the
to
opposite.
punch one, not the kick one.
Yeah, and you can see Hokuto gesturing there that he did the wrong one there.
Yeah.
He's holding up one finger
So
like,
many,
whoa,
how many
what
times are you gonna do
side?
rolling?
Quadruple shimmy.
Oh, teleports away, smart.
Forgot he had that. Considering how much time Boss has been rolling with it.
Against Boss is adapting by not getting hit by the alpha counters anymore and buffering special after it.
Oh, wow. Wake up close down in roundhouse there, avoiding the Yokozeme there. And you can see it's a completely different Boss in this set as he gets his first fight.
He did think about a little bit, had time to think about what happened in the last match. Adapting a little bit to that.
Yeah, you saw those two cases there where he was able to get a low crush off of those alpha counters with those Tatsus and take care of business. And just all around, just moving different here. I think it's really Boss's kind of adapting towards denying Hokuto of his game, similar to how Hokuto was denying Boss of his shenanigans in the winner's final.
Right. So you don't want to get knocked down. The less you get knocked down, then the better you are against Sakura. Because she just gets so much awful knockdown.
Does not connect to the Tatsu off that standing short.
And by option selecting her alpha counter, Boss is able to avoid the knockdown from the alpha counter. Nice putting her in the corner.
Wow, the pressure is on.
Just like that, baiting the alpha counter, because he's gotten a sniff out of Hokuto's alpha counters. Okay, nice blocks on Hokuto. Now again, finish the combo again. That's why you cannot tech roll.
Yeah,
Hokuto's
good
on
awareness.
top of it, yeah.
Good awareness there by Hokuto, you know. And Boss should know, because CVS2 is a similar game where you have an opening if you quick rise.
Yes.
There's that short opening that can get you.
Generally don't quick rise in that game.
Yeah, you do not. I mean, tech roll is great at getting you out of dodge, but Hokuto's been able to see it and
Nice
stop it
blocks
out.
by Boss. Oh, into a throw. Oh, combo!
Wow, that hit so deep on that air fireball. Gives Boss a lot of mileage to work his, and the damage output Boss can get on some of these decisions.
Yeah, not falling for the level 1 super there, like we did earlier. There you go. That's what he wanted last time.
Oh, and he connects with it.
Boss into the blender. Can he block? Yeah.
Oh, dizzy.
He still got dizzy, yeah.
Yeah, then getting the pressure fierce into the low super there. Hokuto back, standing 10 toes.
He tried to get away with the Tatsu option select because you will get air reset and then you'll get out of the blender, but unfortunately he didn't have enough stun meter and he got dizzy by the sack hit.
Yeah, and just where Hokuto's able to get those toes of his chucks up in there. Able to take care of him. You know, I call them chucks like guy wearing stunks. So it's canon, damn it.
Side kick.
Good walk under
Nice
against the jump.
Meaty hit. Oh no, getting knocked down. Now in the blender again. And you're dizzied already because Akuma has lower stun. Oh, double.
And then empty. Going empty. I don't need to go for these. You can call it an unblockable. But Hokuto goes beneath the radar, keeping his options varied.
Yeah, again, Hokuto's playing his game now. Back to playing his game.
Yeah, the momentum has really swung back. And you can see, like, Boss was really happily reaching into his bag, showing some
He ended up on the
adaptations.
side. I would have gotten hit.
Yeah, it hit me too.
So he got out that time with the sack Tatsu. The pressure in the corner of the level 1 supers, I really like that.
Yeah, and then that stand roundhouse again.
You can't really do anything. You can't jump over it either.
That's a button that Boss is a big user of as well.
what a
Good
jump.
in by Boss. Going to the other side. Got to connect. Let's see if he can get the flame. Yes,
He got the
sir.
full combo that time. The crowd goes wild.
The 10-hit custom. They love it when Boss is bringing it. This is good back and forth. And if Boss gets this set, we're going to be treated to another 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of these nice takeaways.
You got to be happy this is not Alpha 3 because that would have been a guard break.
Oh, gets behind it with punch.
Yeah, that Alpha counter connecting
Oh,
there.
no, gets hit. Was not able to toss you out. Yeah, Dizzy, that might be it.
Yes, and sir. Hokuto now up 2-1.
Oh, the crowd.
Man, I got to feel like Boss got robbed there on some of those. You can see when Boss just gets hit with a few things. You can see the frustration set in because he knows what's inevitable. He's so experienced in this game that he understands the checkmates that occur in the Alpha Series.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Sakura's game, right? She just puts you in the blender. I mean, it's hard to get out for anybody.
I mean, even when Akuma is doing that, what I like to call Gotetsu damage. That's that stuff you killed the sensei with.
Yeah, if you can deny Akuma with his shenanigans and put him into yours, that's how you get the win condition. Nice meaty cross medium kick.
Oh, let's see that activation.
Oh, yeah, that still hurts. Roll gets checked. Oh, the same side. Oh, no, I'm not sure if he wants that.
Yeah, execution, rare execution error by
no,
Boss.
checks the roll.
Leads to the stud, the glass cannon
Still
status.
alive.
Gets it really
Gets out.
close there.
Oh,
Oh,
the teleport to save himself.
that was brilliant, Boss. I mean, just when Hokuto was one tap away from getting to the tournament
We
point
got
there.
some highlights from this tournament for sure.
Yeah, Boss in particular reaches into that bag there with that double side switch and then able to stand on business and get that anti-air. Fantastic. Series of air-to-airs there between air guards catching each other's normals.
Years getting a lot of mileage out of it.
Oh, Boss definitely got the momentum
Trying
here.
to bait the activate, but
I don't care if you tech.
yeah, Boss says I'm just going in. I'm being more aggressive. I won't let you play your game. You're going to play my game.
Yeah, and it looks like that opening really gave Boss that momentum he needed to go the distance there and close it out there. So now we are tied 2-2 here as we're on the character select screen vodka. If Hokuto takes this, he's taking the money and wins the tournament. If Boss gets this, Boss is going to get himself that bracket reset.
Yeah, he's trying to fund that electro, the pool, that special pool for the electro game.
Okay, no Shohoken there, but Hokuto able to connect to that stand fierce.
Both lands at the same time. Teleports, but still gets punished for it. Nice toss to get out.
Yeah, Boss got away with a few clutch teleports to escape. I mean, really, what Boss reached into his
late
bag
on
was...
that anti-air.
Yeah.
Saves himself though. Nice DP. Oh, Chris grab.
Sleeper hold happening
Nice
there.
blocks.
Very good block.
Oh, did not combo.
But this one does.
Boss is
Sends
probably
it back,
thinking,
yep.
I hate this game. Probably questioning why he's even playing it.
Tournament point here for Hokuto. Let's see if Boss has got something more in his bag, but that's
With
not a
the
good
jump
way to
in.
start.
Wow.
Kicking it off with the
Okay,
fireball.
activate.
Let's see if he can go the distance here. Yes, he does.
That's
Getting
80%
60%
of
of
the
that HP. The Hurricane hits from the other coast. Right
wake
comes
up
Shohoken, level 1. Oh,
I'm surprised that level 1 had info at all.
yeah, it did. And it buys Hokuto a lot of space here. He's got a chance to win the tournament here with a good conversion. And he's sitting on that meter because Boss had that big custom
Nice
combo.
crush fears.
When the DP's
Let
not
him
out.
activate.
And the
Nice
alpha
counter.
counter. We are on the last round of this set. Whether it ends the tournament or gives us a bracket reset, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how it kicks off. Hokuto sets the tone by pushing him towards the brother's side of the corner. There's the Shiba Inu there. Lets him know you're in the doghouse, Boss.
Nice sweep. Hokuto checking the rolls, not letting him activate.
Yeah, there were two of those
Gets
rolls
away.
there.
All right. Resets the neutral. Nice crush fierce again. He's getting a lot of mileage on this jump in.
Oh, big fear stand. Close
Does
the
not press
edge.
a button.
Yeah, close
Up
the
counter.
distance
Oh, now into the blender. Oh,
Oh,
no.
yes, sir! That's tournament. 9 hits to clutch it out. Hokuto, despite a brilliant effort there from Boss to bring
Out-championing.
every inch out of that 3 out of 5 set, Hokuto is your two-time back-to-back winner of the Alpha
You
2
can see the
tournament.
relief on his face. He's like, I did not want to play another set against this man.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
We've seen, I mean, Boss can go the distance. He continues to read more, and Boss had some brilliant stuff in that last set.
Yeah,
That
he has
was
some crazy
awesome.
stuff, especially that activate to get away with the teleport.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed inevitable we would have seen with that bracket reset, but Hokuto gets out of dodge, got himself some good jump in, so that one Shohoku could not have come at a better time as he closes it out. Bracket reset denied. Hokuto brings another one home to Mexico from the winner's side.
There we go. There's the final score. Hokuto 3-2 in the grand finals.
I'll hold it, but I'm not drinking.
That was a fantastic top 8 vodka. I mean, like you could tell, you know, it flows fast. Alpha 2 had a lot of great pace
Yeah,
there.
the best part about it is that it flows fast. At this point in the night, I'm glad it flows fast.
Yeah, indeed, because I got to get up in the morning. I got 2 top 8s in tow as well. I'll be tomorrow with
the Riz tomorrow. I do also have at least one more.
I'm with Riz for CVS too, and I'm going to be with
awesome.
Rob for
ready
Third
for
Strike.
it. Yeah, that's the true boss. This is like fun boss.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, whatever. I'm just having fun here.
Where you see him in Super Turbo, the Street Fighter games, Alpha.
But CVS, that's boss.
It is.
You're gonna get the real boss then.
And we saw some fantastic rolls from him, some great play there. Also, shout outs to Sketch and Mountain Dew. I mean, they really put on a brilliant show here.
Yeah, exactly. Now they have even more records to pull into their Texas Showdown histories.
And you got some great data to power it up and go in. JWin got that advancement there that we saw, lose 2-0 to Sketch as well, but he goes back-to-back with that 5th place finish there.
Yep.
Where he goes from last year. It's good to see some repeat matches from last year and seeing how the players have grown and adapted from them.
Yeah, and we saw some news players. So Cmutt did make it in top 8. Congratulations to him, and also Turtle Power, even though he did
Turtle Power
play
did it last year as well.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
And it was fantastic. But Sprite coming, I like SpryteMix coming in because really happy. The guy helped me a lot with Alpha 2, and I know they helped a lot of players.
The Alpha
with
2
this
scene in America.
He really is one of the first players I've seen who's like, I truly love this game.
Yeah.
Even though I think it was Nakayama from Street Fighter 6 who also mentioned that this is his favorite fighting game.
Interesting.
As well. It really is a really awesome way to get to see like a game that is just purely Street Fighter in terms of how it has technique and jank and balance. It's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's easy. It's an easy game to get into. If you want to pick like an older fighting game and that has some fun stuff to do. It's Alpha 2 might be your game. Give it a shot.
And the ceiling, yeah, the execution ceiling, the level of play for this is just outright fantastic. So
yeah, if you like Alpha 2 and you're having fun, maybe also hop over to Alpha 3. That's all I'm saying.
Or maybe you don't have to. Maybe you can just go to Alpha 2 Gold on the Saturn.
Don't do that.
Great
Don't
game.
do that.
It's awesome.
I cannot recommend that.
1.5 meters for level 1.5 for Alpha Counter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's do it.
Wow.
You got Cammy in that game. You got 10 secret characters.
Wow. Yeah, I never actually played that. All right, so we're gonna hop into the award ceremony for Alpha 2, and we'll see if Riz has a few boards, and so there.
For those who are still up.
Yeah, winners will get some awards. Well, I know people on West Coast probably still. It's not too late for them.
Yeah, but over here on the East Coast.
Yeah, we are getting to the
I mean, it's getting near last call, so you know we gotta
hurry this up a little bit.
But yeah, I mean, compared to previous times in the Retro Room, my first time commentating in the Retro Room here in Texas Showdown was when it got flooded.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got flooded. We had to carry out the third strike machines over the stage.
All right, let's see. We go to cut to Riz real quick, and then the other camera. I'll get the other camera ready.
We're here at the winner's ceremony. Boom.
What's up, fellas? You hear me okay? Turn off mics 1 and 2. That was a crazy. Wait, turn me on. That was a crazy grand finals. Hello, hello. Yeah, that's better. Crazy grand finals. We're gonna do our Alpha 2 top 8 medal ceremony. Switching cameras. It's a long day, but we made it. My bad, I didn't mean to have you. Alright, cool. Alright. How many entries do we have?
30, 20, let's say 30.
All right.
30.
All right, fellas, we are here, the top 8 of Street Fighter Alpha 2 at Texas Showdown's 25th anniversary. This legacy tournament has included, and we're going to be doing our top 8 medal ceremony. In 7th place, a hyper fighting legend out here, Cmutt, coming through, making the top 8 at Alpha 2. And then we're going to skip the next 7th place. He's not here. So I will accept the next 7th place medal for Turtle Power. It's mine now. He's commentated Marvel 2. In 5th place with the surprising Showdown pick. I didn't know JWin had one of those. JWin! And then it was 5 again, right? 5, 4, and the skip. Also tied for 5th place. I thought SpryteMix retired from Alpha 2, but he busted out the baby girl. Shout outs to Onagai. Busted out the Chun-Li. SpryteMix! And once again, Street Fighter 03's best Sagat player in the world. Also dabbled in some Alpha 2. Give it up. Not for Sprite, but Mountain Dew. Getting a little thirsty out here. I will be accepting another medal for New York / North Carolina's own Sketch, who right now is playing Ultra Street Fighter 4. You can clap out for him. Pretend it's me. All right, and hailing all the way from Japan. I know he's already won at least one tournament yesterday, pretty much ending my dream, but it's all good. We got a D44 boss. Oh yeah, anyone CVS, you know, whatever, top 8 by the way tomorrow. Holla at me, I'll be on commentary. All right, and your grand champion, repeat champion for Street Fighter Alpha 2 here at Texas, 3-time champion, Street Fighter Alpha 2 champ, Hokuto, the Flying Barcelona. Now, I interviewed Hokuto a million times, so I'm not going to do it this time. I'll just let you say a few quick words.
Shout outs to Texas Showdown. I mean, every fucking year they put a huge event, a really cool event. Let's go fucking drinking, dude.
Yeah. The PG version of that is keep playing fighting games. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. All the lights. Viva Mexico!
Cool. Guys, you got to make it out to Texas Showdown. This is a pretty hype tournament. We went, 11, 12 hours just straight. And there's more to come tomorrow. Super excited we were able to be here and capture the most amazing top 8 for Alpha 2 I've seen in a hot minute. So congratulations to all the players. Thank you everyone for watching. Stick around for more games and see you tomorrow.
So I imagine like people in Japan are like, come to Texas, why? I know. Yeah. Like a region. Right. But it's cool that he showed up. I know. Sure. I remember 1 year. It's funny to kind of like tease and root against him, but fuck, he's really good too. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, back here in Houston with love. So thank you for staying up with us for this Alpha 2 awesomeness. We had this top 8. I don't
I want to make sure they can hear us. Yeah, they can hear us. Yeah,
All
we're
right.
good.
Hey, what's up? Thank you for staying up with us. We throwing it down here in Houston. You know, it was a pleasure taking us to Alpha 2 action with you, Vodka. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Riz1, for running
Thank
the
you,
stream.
everybody. Texas, we had a great time today. It was a full day, and I'm really tired, but guess what? I hope you guys had a great show today, and get ready for the top 8s tomorrow. We'll be back on the comms, and yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow, CBS2 action. Me and Riz1 will be
It'll-
joining in there.
Yep, it'll be on the Texas Showdown channels.
Yeah,
So we'll see
we'll be
you
up on the main stage. That'll be fun. And then we got some third strike action coming your way. Top 8 action. And I know with all those talent that you saw, I mean, hey, if you want to see it before you give yourself a little taste of the top 8, be sure to peep the replay of the VOD as soon as it's up on Twitch. But in the meantime, stay classy.
Just enough to have a fun.
Signing out. Oh, I will say, I guess we'll sign out with Riz.
We'll
real
bring
fast.
back Riz.
Yeah, we'll
Take
bring back
care, y'all.
Riz.
I kind of like generally casually play fighting games, but I kind of found my fighting game group also during the pandemic. So doing like weekly like Super Turbo and other random fighting games.
Yo, what's good, fellas?
Arcade to do a whole bunch of fun retro shit.
Don't mind if I
barely
grab
come
some
across at least this.
Oh, man.
Most of the stuff we would do is like all the modern stuff.
Thank you, Team Chris, for holding it down on the top 8 commentary as well as Vodka. Got to get more of that top 8 commentary exposure. I've been telling Vodka for the longest, bro. You can be the best commentator if you weren't so busy writing programs,
Yeah, trying to make all these stream stuff work.
right? I found we came across another bug. I'll tell you about it later on the thing. But well, firstly, tell me about your top 8 experience. I'll pull up the chat in case there's any questions in here. If anyone has anything you want to bring up
For just for Alpha 2 or for like the other
Wait, there's audio, right? What they talking
Yeah,
about? Oh, that must have been before. Yeah. Tell me, how was it?
Alpha 2 was exciting.
Yeah.
I was actually really excited.
Yeah. I mean,
we saw some pretty cool stuff. I definitely got some Liang clips in there. I'll tell you that.
no, it's definitely, Liang is going to have, you got a lot of work cut out for you, Liang. We'll put together some of the clips, but, I mean, that's basically the end for us this weekend.
And
We're
then
not,
live stream, yeah.
I mean, from a legacy game standpoint, there's Third Strike tomorrow. There's 2X, of course. Both of those are auto qualifiers, one for the Jazzy finale, the other for championship fighting. And then, of course, CVS 2, really a main event of Texas Showdown. Those are going to be the legacy game lineups tomorrow. I also like, and you know this because we talk all the time, I prefer the term legacy over retro. I feel like retro, I mean, I don't know how that term got coined.
Yeah,
We're
I don't
talking
know.
about but legacy just feels...
Legacy feels more important. Yeah, it's more weight to it.
I don't use the word retro a lot. I mean, I throw it out interchangeably with legacy, but I prefer the word legacy. So I like the Texas Showdown.
Yeah, because you have to have a certain quality to games to have a legacy.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't just be some trash game.
Yeah,
It's
because then anything is
because
retro.
because you're old doesn't mean like you have impact. But
Yeah.
these games, they all have impact.
Yeah. That was fun, man. I can't wait to go back in and put the video on the operating the cutting board.
Yeah.
Start dissecting and doing some
We'll try to
surgery.
cut out the good parts. I know we had some run into issues that was beyond our control, unfortunately. We'll go back and do a retrospective on, as we always do. On
A
these
legacy perspective.
Yeah, legacy
I'm just
perspective.
deleting the word retro from my brain. Legacy revival. Peace Kelly, where you at?
Oh, man.
But I mean, I'm hoping you're not tired because I want to get some games in. I mean, we talked about let's interview a bunch of people. I don't know if that's in the cards now.
Maybe we'll
but
do it tomorrow if we have time. Well, no,
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see
definitely.
if we have time.
Big ups to Asia Monkey. He's very much behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also competing too, but
Right, you'll see him tomorrow. Top 8, CBS.
yeah, top 8 winner side, right?
Yeah,
of CBS,
we're going to be cheering him
so
on. His first opponent,
this-
D44 Boss.
There you go. I mean, we prepared him enough, right?
It wouldn't be the first time he faced him in tournament.
Yeah.
Mag West. Remember?
And also, he ended Boss's streak that one time in Magitech Games
Oh,
with
yeah.
random roll level 2. What's the guy? So he's got a shot. But I mean, because we're doing all the production stuff, Asian Monkey has to represent us, right? He has to represent us,
exactly.
and NorCal. It's a CVS too, so it's going to be a good challenge for him. But
yeah, looking forward to it. Excited for tomorrow. We get to rest a little bit and enjoy the show.
I'm looking forward to our debrief stream. Like,
definitely a few more bugs logged into the bug report. We'll be fixing those.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, just in short, I felt like we were a lot more on point with the stuff that we needed to do.
Yeah. We streamlined a lot of things.
Yeah.
Made sure things were not breaking for the most part. there was one crash, unfortunately, today.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I think most things worked as they should have worked.
Yeah. I mean, I wish, like, it's going to sound kind of cheesy. I wish we were able to do more. Honestly, I wish we were able to do more top 8 stuff, because, like, top 8 seems to run more seamless than pools.
Yes.
Because top 8, you know who's there, you know the order of the matches, and our process is a lot more automated, and one of us can also hold down commentary. So I wish we could have done more top 8s. I like doing Marvel pools this time around. I feel like Marvel top 8 would have been fun.
Yeah. The crowd's really getting into it. And having the crowd mics this year, I think really added that extra something to the experience. I hope you guys like that at home.
I think a lot of games on the lineup, so it's just it's hard.
Maybe a little too many games. I think maybe next time we'll focus more depth, less breadth.
Yeah, I mean, or Texas Showdown has to be like a 4-day event. I'm just kidding, of course, because like the amount of games that are able to be crammed in here, and like it's like clockwork. Honestly, like I'm keeping up with the like production and the commentary chats and just seeing what all other teams are doing. Like it's a well-oiled machine. Like this team, they're super prepared and like super supportive.
Yeah, so they're coming out here bringing us food and water. So that's really appreciative.
Yeah, and like, thank you to Texas Showdown. Like honestly, it's really a huge honor and privilege to be able to, for your 25th anniversary. Like when I was going on YouTube looking at fighting game videos, Texas Showdown is really one of the oldest existing tournament footage that there is for all of these fighting games.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you think about it, even though it's not on their channel, like you can look it up, Psycho Rarity, right? But he's gonna have 2001 footage. And that's the stuff, those are like the first videos that I ever saw when I was like, what the hell are fighting games all about?
Yeah, that's history, man.
And now a quarter century
it's crazy to think about,
Like, and we're still doing this?
Yeah. Texas Showdown technically can rent a car now without having to pay the premium.
I mean, they can. I was trying to come up with something more clever, but I can't. Not at 11:41 p.m. If you asked me like 2 hours ago, I would have, I would have had one. But thank you so much, guys, for letting us come through again, for trusting us to pay homage to the Texas scene and for these games,
players, the games, community, everything.
Because it means a lot to be able to
be part of it, really.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully these are the type of videos that like 25 years from now they'll look back at like.
Maybe my kid will dig it up one day. You know what?
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
That was cool. Except that guy that won that was talking about drinking and F this and F that.
I don't know that
bleep
guy.
that out. Yeah, we're gonna need the TV, the edited version of that. On the radio they edit everything. They cut out half the lyrics. We need Asteroid to like come up with something that would do that for us.
Oh man.
But I can keep talking all day, obviously, but I guess
we'll let you guys go. We're gonna maybe get some games in, get some rest, and then see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. This guy is doing top 8 commentary for 2X.
This guy, CBS 2.
And this guy, CBS. Please do not call us Super Turbo tomorrow. I will literally
2X.
go on the stage and strangle it.
2X.
Yeah,
Grandmaster's
2X.
Challenge.
2X. And then, So hopefully you can do some B-roll stuff. I can do B-roll stuff. We'll be running around.
I'll try to do some of that. Yeah.
We'll try to do some cool stuff
Maybe
tomorrow.
we'll put together a highlight reel. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe something will get released. Maybe the Secret Bowl tapes will get released.
So much unreleased crap. It's crazy. Maybe our kids will be the ones that finish our projects for us. Yeah, there you go. That's the plan, guys.
20 years from now, all the stuff that we're
Yeah.
sitting on is going to be in a vault, and then
We'll
you know,
release it.
our kids are going to be the ones
Yeah.
that are going to finish it up.
Yeah.
And that's going to be our legacy. That'll be our, not our retro, but that'll be our legacy. And on that note,
All right.
let's run our credits and catch y'all later. Peace.
We gotta hit the credits first.
Yeah. Where's Dave at? Where's Asian Monkey? We doing all the work?